Hi everybody, back with another poem of the day. It's June 1st. I know yesterday was a challenging day in many ways, with the peaceful protests being lumped together with things like rioting and looting in Boston and throughout the weekend. We need to make sure that we're evaluating our media sources and things like that because much like the world is not black and white, even though the world tries to force that sometimes, the world is not binary, and it's not, as I've been mentioning to my students, as Creon says in The Burial at Thebes in Haney's translation, it is not you're either with us or you're against us. We are all human beings, and you can have complicated feelings and you can hurt. That looting and rioting might have been occurring in similar places and times does not necessarily mean that the people who were peacefully protesting were doing those things. So we need to just make sure that we're taking the time to evaluate all of our sources. And that's really important right now. Today's poem is by James Baldwin, whom I admire greatly. Not that I haven't admired all of the poets I've read from greatly, but this is a poem called The Giver for Berdis, and his mom's name was Berdis. So I'd like to read it for you today. If the hope of giving is to love the living, the giver risks madness in the act of giving. Some such lessons I seem to see in the faces that surrounded me. Needy and blind, unhopeful, unlifted, what gift would give them the gift to be gifted? The giver is no less adrift than those who are clamoring for the gift. If they cannot claim it, if it is not there, if their empty fingers beat the empty air and the giver goes down on his knees in prayer, knows that all of his giving has been for naught, and that nothing was ever what he thought, and turns in his guilty bed to stare at the starving multitude standing there and rises from bed to curse at heaven, he must yet understand what to whom much is given, much will be taken, and justly so. I cannot tell how much I owe. Obviously, a really, really powerful poem. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening. Be kind to each other. Be well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of the people around you. Listen to each other. And I will see you tomorrow for another edition of the Poem of the Day. Take care until then. Bye-bye.